Swiss Alps. A place of peace, beauty, and fresh mountain air. Everywhere you look, there are rolling green valleys, crystal clear lakes, and snow-covered peaks touching the sky. Stay with me for the full video, as we explore this breathtaking part of Switzerland together. Welcome to the Travel Man channel, where every journey becomes an adventure. Flying above the Reuss River gives a completely different perspective. From the drone, you can see the full path of the water as it winds through the valley, cutting between villages, forests, and open fields. The color of the river changes with the light, sometimes deep blue, sometimes almost silvery, reflecting the sky above. From this height, you notice patterns you wouldn't see from the ground. The bends in the river, the small islands or sandbanks, and the way the water moves steadily past bridges and roads. The drone view also reveals the surrounding landscape, mountains rising on either side, forests spreading across the slopes, and fields dotted with farmers and grazing cows. The river isn't just a feature of the land, it's part of the life around it, connecting people, nature, and towns along its course. Watching from above, it's easy to appreciate the scale and beauty of the Reuss. The aerial perspective shows how dynamic and alive the river is, yet at the same time, how calm and steady it flows through the heart of Switzerland. It's one of those views that reminds you why travel is so rewarding, seeing familiar places in a completely new way. The Swiss Alps are beautiful in a quiet, simple way, and that's exactly why they leave such a lasting impression. Walking along the Reuss River, you quickly realize how peaceful it feels here. The sound of the flowing water is steady and calm, and you can just stand there watching it move through the town. From ground level, the reflections on the surface change with every bit of light, sometimes bright and clear, other times soft and misty. The river cuts right through some of the most beautiful parts of Switzerland, passing old bridges, quiet streets, and small cafes along the banks. You can see people sitting by the water, talking, eating ice cream, or just watching the current go by. There's something very real and local about it, nothing forced, nothing staged. The Reuss isn't a dramatic sight from above, it's better up close. You notice the small ripples, the sound of birds nearby, and the fresh air that comes off the water. It's one of those simple moments where you just slow down and take it in. Sometimes travel is about grand views, but moments like this, standing by the river, watching life move around you, are what stay in your memory the longest. Driving or walking through the Swiss Alps, you quickly notice how much variety there is in the landscape. Every turn in the road brings a new view, steep cliffs, open meadows, and forests stretching up the mountainsides. The small alpine villages you pass feel like they've been here forever. Wooden chalets, gardens full of flowers, and cows grazing in the fields make the area feel calm and lived in. Sometimes you see farmers working, or hikers making their way along trails that lead to lakes or waterfalls. Even just traveling through the mountains is rewarding. Winding roads take you past streams, bridges, and tiny settlements tucked into valleys. The air is fresh and the pace is slower, giving you time to notice the small details, the way the sunlight hits the snow on the peaks, or the sound of birds and rushing water in the distance. Exploring the Swiss Alps isn't just about reaching the top of a mountain or taking in a single view, it's about experiencing the rhythm of life here, the combination of nature and people living in harmony, and the simple moments that make the Alps feel so unique. The Lutschine River is one of those places that makes you stop and just watch. Flowing down from the melting snow of the surrounding mountains, it winds through the valleys of the Swiss Alps with a color that's impossible to ignore, a bright, almost turquoise blue that feels fresh and alive. The river gets its color from the glacier and snow high up in the mountains. As the snow melts, tiny particles of rock and minerals are carried downstream, reflecting sunlight and giving the water that striking turquoise shade. You can see it rushing over rocks, forming small rapids, or calmly pooling in certain areas, each section with its own character. Walking along the riverbank, you notice the details, smooth stones, small eddies spinning in the current, and the sound of water moving quickly over boulders. The air is crisp, carrying the faint smell of wet earth and pine trees. Farmers and hikers sometimes pass by, quietly enjoying the river just as you are. The Lutschine River is a reminder of the raw beauty of the Alps, not loud or forced, just pure nature moving through the landscape. Driving through the Swiss Alps is an experience in itself, and sometimes the best way to see it is straight from the road. With the dashcam capturing every turn, you notice the mountains rising higher in the distance, green valleys stretching out below, and rivers winding their way through the landscape. Every bend in the road offers a new perspective. A wooden chalet perched on a hillside. A herd of cows crossing a meadow. Streams tumbling down the rocks from melting snow. Even the small villages feel alive as you pass through, locals walking along the streets, cyclists riding past, and flower-filled balconies on the houses catching the sunlight. The roads themselves are part of the journey. Winding mountain passes, narrow tunnels, and bridges over rushing rivers give you a sense of how dramatic and varied the Alps really are. The views change constantly, a calm lake on one side, a steep forested slope on the other, keeping your eyes moving and your mind engaged. Dashcam moments aren't just about the scenery. They capture the rhythm of traveling through this part of Switzerland, the quiet mornings, the occasional traffic in towns, and the way the light shifts across mountains and valleys. It's a reminder that the journey is just as important as the destination, and every moment on the road has something to offer. By the time you finish the drive, you realize that even simple stretches of road in the Swiss Alps are full of little discoveries, moments worth pausing for, moments worth remembering. The Swiss Alps are more than just mountains and valleys, they are a reminder of how vast and beautiful the world truly is. Every trail, every river, every village has its own story, and every step you take here is an opportunity to experience something new. From quiet mornings in Alpine villages to the rush of rivers like the Reuss and the Lutschine, every moment offers a chance to slow down, look around, and appreciate life in its simplest, most real form. Travel isn't about ticking boxes or chasing the most famous spots. It's about the little things, the feeling of fresh mountain air on your face, the sound of water flowing over rocks, the sight of a wooden chalet perched on a hillside, or the way sunlight hits the peaks at different times of day. These moments are what make a journey unforgettable, and they're often the ones we carry with us long after the trip is over. Adventure doesn't have to mean extreme sports or long treks, although those are incredible too. Adventure is in exploring a new village, walking along a river, driving a winding mountain road, or taking a moment to watch the world from a quiet lakeside. Every experience adds a layer to your story, and every journey teaches you something, whether it's about nature, people, or even yourself. They show us how the world can be both wild and peaceful at the same time. And the lessons you learn here, patience, curiosity, appreciation, can be applied anywhere in life. Every mountain you climb, every valley you cross, every road you drive becomes part of your story. So don't wait. Don't put off those trips or adventures you've been dreaming about. Go explore while you can. Capture the moments, live them fully, and let them inspire you to see even more of the world. Share your experiences, make memories, and let travel shape the way you see life. Thank you for watching. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Travel Man for more adventures like these.